So now it sounds like the Cleveland Browns are going to all but imprison Shedeur Sanders in the football sense of a very talented rookie quarterback who obviously needs reps.
There was one kind of knucklehead play call where it was 4th and 1 and we went empty. And I'm like, you got a rookie quarterback.
Kevin.
You got a rookie quarterback who hasn't been getting reps, and you're going to put him in empty and 4th and 1 where he's like, if there's ever a time where you got to be able to pre-snap, recognize pressure, slide protection, that know your hot checks.
They didn't just bench a rookie. They benched the reason people showed up. That's the line echoing from living rooms to locker rooms tonight. And if you're wondering, yes, Shedeur Sanders was hyped for the moment. The broadcast packages were ready, the cameras were primed, and then Cleveland swerved.
He didn't start.
Joe Flacco did. And the air got sucked out of the building so fast you could hear sponsorship dollars gasp for oxygen. Here's the confirmation you came for. The Browns sold us on a Shedeur Sanders debut.
Training camp, they love this kid because he's special. He got raised by the athlete I think was the greatest athlete in the history of sports. It's in his bloodlines. He was raised around stars to be a star in the National Football League. I said, again, a first guess, before last college football season, he should be the first overall.
And delivered a time machine to 2012. The call wasn't just unpopular. It detonated trust. You could feel it. On 4th and 1, empty backfield, a rookie starved of reps suddenly asked to do graduate-level pre-snap calculus with no lifeline. That's the moment coaches say, show me you can slide the protection, diagnose pressure, hit the hot. It's also the moment a staff admits what it really believes about its future. Tonight, that belief wasn't about development. It was about playing not to lose. Spoiler, they lost anyway, and before—
The Browns, 17-16. The Browns outgained the Bengals 327 to 141 and had the ball for nearly 36 minutes, but it wasn't enough. And this is why you need to find your quarterback. I don't know why y'all fooling with Joe Flacco. Y'all know Joe Flacco's not taking y'all anywhere. He's not your quarterback of your future. If I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose trying to find out who my quarterback is. That's just me. I don't care. I don't care if it's Gabriel. I don't care if it's Shedeur. I don't care who it is. I just know Joe Flacco ain't your quarterback.
It don't matter who was at the quarterback. It could have been Patrick Mahomes. It could have been. It could have been Lamar Jackson.
He missed the field. You missed the field goal.
anyone fires off a Flacco slander, tweet, let's tell the whole truth. Kevin Stefanski knows exactly what Joe can do. Comeback Player of the Year in 2023 under this same coach wasn't a fairy tale. Flacco has pelts on the wall, and a postseason run fans still argue about like it was a Marvel origin story. But this was marketed as something else. This was supposed to be the unveiling of a franchise cornerstone, the fireworks factory opening its doors. Instead, fans got sparklers in the rain.
Starter. Joe Flacco got off his couch and won Comeback Player of the Year in 2023 for the same coach. He knows what Joe Flacco can do. Joe Flacco has been doing this a long time. You can argue his run to a Super Bowl is the greatest run we've seen by a quarterback because of who he had to go through.
I don't know about that.
The preseason, no, I'm saying you can argue it. The preseason, Keith can attest to this. We've been in training camp killing our bodies. You get in a preseason game, even though you want to play, you're not.
Stick around, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how that one decision rippled from the locker room to the league office, why the broadcast trucks panicked like NASA mid-launch, how the gambling markets face-planted, and the uncomfortable truth owners whisper when the cameras are off. Stars drive the business, and if you bench the star, you bench the business. Quick proof you're not crazy for feeling duped. Cleveland outgained Cincinnati, controlled the ball for nearly 36 minutes, and still found a way to spit the bit. A missed field goal here, a shanked PAT there, and you've got the kind of one-score heartbreak that leaves everybody pointing at everybody. And for the cherry on top, when the moment screamed, let the rookie run the 2-minute drill and see if he can shake off the bad half, they tapped in Snoop Huntley for a 1-for-1, 7-yard cameo he'll need to put on a resume tomorrow. What did that teach us? Nothing about the future. Everything about fear. Let's talk second best point first. The hype-to-benching whiplash that turned the night sour before the first nacho cooled. The league framed this game like a generational duel. Young star versus entrenched contender. Future meets present. Prime time as a coronation. Production trucks rolled out special Shedeur cams. Pre-game shows traded in nuance for prophecy. And then, minutes before the lights hit their peak, word filtered through. Shedeur wasn't the guy tonight. Imagine tailgating all afternoon for a headliner and getting a sound check instead. That hard turn didn't just disappoint. It rewired the crowd's nervous system. Season ticket holders stared at the field like someone switched their playlist to dial-up modem noises. You could see it in the stands, people doom-scrolling, refreshing, bargaining with reality. The expectation was ignition. The reality was idling, context. This wasn't just about one drive or one quarter. It was about the preseason reality everyone in the sport understands but fans hate hearing. Veterans rarely turn it all the way on in August, and rookies need live-fire reps to grow. Application. If you draft a quarterback and brand him as your future, the moments of chaos are part of the tuition. You don't hide him from the test. You make the test the classroom. Framing. Football isn't merely a sport anymore. It's a live series with cliffhangers, and you can't tease the protagonist for 3 weeks and then lock him in a trailer off-screen. Expectations versus reality. This was the gap that ate the whole evening. Now the strongest point, the one owners care about even more than the box score, the opt-out this decision triggered in the economy around the game. Ratings sagged as the night wore on. Millions who tuned in for a premiere decided they'd seen this rerun. By halftime, the let's see if they change their mind crowd was hanging on. By the fourth, only the gamblers and the stubborn were left, and trust me, you can hear that through a broadcast. That's not just a number. That's a memo to partners. Advertisers don't buy drama. They buy certainty that the star will walk on stage. When the headliner never appears, someone in a suit starts asking for make goods. Meanwhile, the ripple hits everywhere: streaming subs, fantasy engagement, microbets built around quarterback props that evaporate when the quarterback becomes a bystander. One coaching decision reached out and flicked the ear of $1 billion ecosystem. Back on the field, the football reasons cracked beneath their own logic. If you believe the rookie's body language went south, there's only one way to fix it. Hand him the keys to a 2-minute drive with a chance to steal the game. Let him feel the weight and discover he can carry it. That's how short memories are built. Instead, the staff telegraphed doubt. Receivers adjusted to a different timing, the offensive line had to protect a statue instead of a scrambler, and a stadium that came to see tomorrow was asked to cheer for yesterday.